Well, hey there. How are you doing tonight? I'm feeling good. You know, as a Christ follower, if you could save one person, then it's all been worth it. If you could save one person from the depths of despair, from the entrance of hell, from a fiery furnace, from a blaze that never quenches, and a worm that never dies, then all your loving words will have meant something to someone. I'm jealous of people who could open air preach the gospel. I'm jealous of people who can open air preach the word of the Lord, because some people have never heard a word from the Lord a day in their lives, and so if they have to hear the gospel secondhand, better it be secondhand than never ever. I'm even jealous of people who could preach to others in public places, such as at work or at school, because throughout my history, I've preached to others occasionally, but when they tell me to back off and attack me personally, I relent. Because I don't want to judge others. And that goes back to what Matthew says. In the passage of judging others, Matthew 7, 1 through 6. Don't judge others so that God will not judge you, for God will judge you in the same way that you judge others, and he will apply to you the same rules that you apply to others. Why then do you look at the speck in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the log in your own eye? How dare you? How dare you say to your brother, please let me take that speck out of your eye, when you have a log in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will be able to see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. Don't cast your pearls amongst the swine. You know? I think people need to understand that when you are overtaken by the devil, that's when sin seems to be enjoyable to one. When one is in their own sin, the Father sees your sin from over there, from a third eye point of view. And if you were to dwell with the Father, you would see it as he sees it. You would see it from his point of view and his perspective, and you would know that you're doing wrong. People need to understand that the origin of sin comes from the fall of man. You see, the Father loves you so much that he gives you free will, the choice to do what you want to do, to make the right or wrong decision. Such as a father and mother loves their child so much that they allow them to make their own decisions in life, whether or not those decisions best suit their child's interest. You know, it saddens me that people don't have the same yearning for the path straight and narrow as I. Because at least I am making a journey towards those gates. As a child of God, when you're amongst people who don't have the same spirit within them as you do, they might trample over you, say hurtful things to you, judge you in a way that you would never judge them. They might say things to you like, oh, you believe in that religious doctrine? Well, you're gullible, you know? You allow people to walk all over you. Well, hey, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just that the love in their heart is so profound that they're not judging you and they're forgiving you over and over again in real time. Many times in my life, I've come to find that I have to forgive others over and over again in real time and not judge them over and over again, because when that final day comes, I want the Lord to forgive me over and over again. I want the Lord not to judge me in the same likeness that I have judged others. You see, since the fall of man, we're down here fighting for our own salvation. Have you ever found that in this life we're carrying someone else's burden? Like we're paying the consequence of someone else's mistake? Well, that's because we are. In the Garden of Eden, Eve was tempted by the devil, and Adam and Eve broke the Father's one rule that was set in stone for them. Don't eat the fruit from the forbidden tree. And so now, that's why we're all down here. But the choice is ours. Blessed are those who believe before the second coming. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Accept the free gift of salvation while you may. The choice is yours. The power lays within your hands. As for me, I'm currently on my first read-through of the good book. Believe me, I studied when I was younger, but I wasn't able to see with new eyes until I really studied. I wasn't able to inherit the wisdom. When I read the good book, I try to really focus on inheriting the wisdom, not just reading it for the sake of reading it. Right now I'm beginning Thessalonians. Excuse me, I just finished up Colossians. I'm just about 75 pages away, and I can't wait for that faithful day. You know what I want you to do? I hope to see you on the other side. Have a good night, and an even better tomorrow. ET out.